6?
Terrific, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Everyone else right?
Yeah, all good.
Okay. Thank you all for coming. The purpose of today is to seek further public assistance in relation to the serious assault of an 18-year-old male at Carbrook on the early hours of Sunday morning. Today we'll be releasing some vision of Woville Street, Fortitude Valley, Alfred Street and some parts of Brunswick Street where there's 7 males who we believe are persons of interest in this matter. We're seeking those 7 to come forward and tell their version of events, but we're also seeking the public to come forward and identify these persons for us. Clearly this was a vicious assault. As I previously mentioned, this young man is still in hospital in an induced coma fighting for his life. We're very determined to bring those responsible before the courts and seek the justice on behalf of himself and also the families. So again, it's important that members of the community watch this vision. I'm sure they'll be known, they'll be easily recognised, and if they can contact the police or Crime Stoppers, and we'll move from there. Thank you.
There's vision of the 7. I spoke with you earlier this week and you said police had identified 15. Are these 7 included in that?
Yes, they are. These 7 are, you'll see that in the vision that they are in a silver Camry. They get out of that, approach the people in the Commodore. There's a altercation there, and then they've got back in the Camry and pursued them down the M1 to Carbrook. So that this cohort of 7 we believe are the offending group, and the other group are the victim group in this instance.
And earlier in the week, police said that they had taken 5 people. They were questioning 5 people on Sunday. What happened to those 5 people, and are they still persons of interest, or how did they?
They're certainly persons of interest, but they've been released, and as investigations progress, their status may change.
And can you talk to us a little bit more about the condition of the man in hospital?
At the moment, he's in an induced coma. I think the medical staff are slowly trying to wake him up, for want of a better term, and determining on how that goes, we'll obviously see his prognosis down the track. But at this point, he's still very critical, and it's unknown whether he'll pull through.
And we spoke earlier this week as well about prior incidents, Milton, West End. Do police have any clear indication of if those are linked to this incident?
We're certainly looking at all possibilities. The cohort of people involved, so both the victim group and the offending group, are known to us. They're part of a broader group of people that have come to our attention in the last few months. So that's one line of inquiry, but it's certainly not the only one.
And also we've seen in similar incidents to this, there was the murder of a man in Zilmia. That was in retribution to a prior incident. Are police worried of any retaliation or retribution with this?
This is a small cohort of people that have done a very vicious crime, but I have no concerns for the broader general public. It clearly seems to be groups of men or young men that are known to each other, and they're taking matters into their own hands.
And in the vision released earlier this week, a car travelled the wrong way down a road on the M1 or near the M1. How can the public be assured that their safety is a priority in this instance?
Well, that's what we do. Our focus is public safety, community safety, and everything we do is around ensuring the public is safe. Clearly, the driving of that vehicle was dangerous, and appropriate action will be taken as the evidence is collected as part of the investigation.
And is it the case that police believe that it's just those 15 people involved?
It's still too early to say. I mean, there's 2 vehicles. You can only fit so many people in those vehicles. So at this point, we're looking around that 15 mark, but that could ebb and flow as things progress.
And why Alfred Street? What's believed to have occurred there?
Only because we know that they were at a nightclub at the northern end of Brunswick Street, and then obviously through the use of city-safe cameras we were able to track the group into Alfred Street, into Woville Street.
Great. I have no more questions. Do you have any questions?
Thank you.